And Japanese firm Icom said on Thursday that it was investigating the facts regarding news reports that two-way radio devices bearing its logo have exploded in Lebanon. Tokyo Stock Exchange listed Icom said in a statement that it would release updated information on the matter as it becomes available on its website. Well, let's go across to DD India's Akshay Dongre is joining us live in the newsroom. Akshay, pager blasts, then walkie-talkies. Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant declared the start of a new phase of war, quote-unquote, without basically directly referring to the blast in Lebanon. And Hezbollah also has pledged retribution. Bigger ramifications, consequences now?
Well, it seems like it that there are going to be bigger ramifications of the attack, and in fact, the kind of security breach that has been achieved by the agencies who have in fact tracked the pagers of Hezbollah, and then later, only within 24 hours, the walkie-talkies as well, seems to be a strong indication that the ambit of this war is expanding very, very rapidly. Now, Icom, the firm that has manufactured these walkie-talkies, is based out of Japan. They are also saying that there is no link established that the rigged walkie-talkies were exactly, tempered with in Japan. The second firm, that is a Taiwanese firm, Gold Apollo, that had manufactured, that in fact manufactured these pagers, said that it had not manufactured. Taiwan has said that it had not manufactured the pagers, but it was manufactured by a firm that operates out of Budapest and manufactures these pagers under its licensed name. So somewhere in between, from manufacturing to handing over these pagers to Hezbollah, a rigging has happened. Tempering of these electronic devices has happened that has converted them into IEDs. Now, the biggest focus of Israel right now, as you have been rightly mentioning, is moving towards north from south. Now, the operations, as indicated by the Israeli government, will be moving towards north, and what it means is that Lebanon is located in the northern part of the country, and that is why it seems that the indications that are coming in from the top brass of Israel as well is indicating a focus moving towards the northern borders of Israel, which not only has Lebanon there, but also Damascus is near. You have Syrian border on the north as well. And it seems that after the year-long operations in the southern part that was near the Gaza Strip, now this conflict will be escalating to different levels altogether. In fact, there have been indications coming in that world leaders have called for all the parties to prevent an all-out war, which seems like a possibility now, given the scale of attacks that have been carried out in Lebanon, especially targeting the Hezbollah fighters and the top leadership. Now, these pager blasts, accompanied by the walkie-talkie blast, have not only demoralized Hezbollah, but has also, has been part of, in a way, a psychological warfare that has taken place and has become a new, arena of this warfare. So it seems that tougher days are ahead for the region of the Middle East.
Right, Akshay. Also, after nearly a year of tit-for-tat exchanges between Hezbollah and Israel, the question now is whether this operation was a prelude to a larger Israeli military offensive or an alternative to it. But yes, this is not going to end here. Tell us, how is world reacting to it?
Well, we have heard the reaction coming in from the White House. We have the reaction coming in from the United Nations General Secretary. All of them are calling for a prevention of an all-out war, prevention of a fallout of the conflict that has been going on for over a year. Yes, these have been in a way, Abhishek, but we have to note that these kind of statements have been coming in from the very beginning of the war. Despite these statements coming in, it seems that hardly anyone has paid any heed to it. Neither have all the hostages been returned to Israel, nor the military action that was being carried out by Israel, be it in the Gaza Strip or the other borders, that has stopped. So it seems that while the world is reacting and calling for prevention of an all-out war, it seems that this may be a prelude to something bigger that is coming in West Asia, and we can expect that some kind of retaliation from Hezbollah, but it is going to be extremely difficult. That being said, for Hezbollah to reorganize, to rearm, and to remotivate most of it, their fighters and the top leadership, given the kind of attack that has been carried out, it has in fact spread a wide fear in the proxies of Iran that have been acting against Israel since the beginning of the war that started on 7th of October last year.
Not going to end here, it seems. But a last question before we leave you, Akshay. About the credibility of procured devices by Hezbollah, as the pagers were supplied by a Bulgarian company and the walkie-talkies, like you said, by a Japanese one, Icom. Is there a bigger picture to it?
There certainly is a bigger picture to it. The biggest question that came out, and that was not being only raised in Lebanon or Israel or the countries where these pagers and walkie-talkies are manufactured. The bigger question was about sabotage and the technologies that have the potential to be rigged like this. That has happened recently. That has happened in Lebanon with the Hezbollah fighters. So that has been a quite concern, not just for the common people, but also from technological firms that have been manufacturing all of these technical equipment, and how it can be easily rigged. And the scale at which this operation has been carried out has clearly has unsettled many people. In fact, Taiwan has issued a statement that it is closely coordinating and investigating how the pagers that were named after the firm Gold Apollo and that were manufactured in Budapest, how they were rigged, at what scale they were rigged, and how could how could a pager, a simple device, can be converted into an explosive device. Similarly, the Japanese firms are also investigating, but it seems that the kind of damage that this attack has done to the world, especially the faith in these technological equipments, that is going to remain, and that is this is probably going to be the modus operandi for future sabotage operations and conflicts as well. Back to you, Abhishek.
All right, Akshay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs.